All right, so for those of you in Ottawa County, we've got an event happening on Friday, and I'm joined now live here by the Ottawa County Water Resources Commissioner Joe Bush. Joe, we appreciate you being here today.
Well, absolutely. I'm glad you invited me. I'm happy to share.
Yeah, we've got a lot to talk about. You've got a lot of material that we've kind of been talking about. So this event that's happening on Friday, this is the 2025 Water Quality Forum.
Correct.
For someone who doesn't know what that is, what's happening Friday?
So we have a full agenda of many great speakers that are going to talk about different water issues in Ottawa County, from groundwater to water quality in Spring Lake, to fish habitat, to what are landfills. We have 2 big landfills in Ottawa County. So they're going to be presenting on what they do to protect our natural resources and also the groundwater and surface water. So they're going to be sharing. So we're excited to hear from them. And again, I think the biggest part is just to educate people on all the different variety of topics within water itself, because water is life and we all depend on it.
Yeah.
And we all use it one way or another. Right?
Absolutely.
So.
And, you know, this is a topic that I know a lot of people have questions about or concerns or what's going on. You know, it's something people are talking about. What's in my water? How should I be filtering my water? How is the city that I live in filtering my water? So a lot of those questions could very well be talked about at this forum on Friday.
Oh, absolutely. You know, we have a lot of good speakers, but we have a lot of good people who are going to be having booths there. Our sponsors, we have 22 different sponsors. We're going to have drinking water conversations with Holland BPW. We got Outdoor Discovery as one of our partners, and they do a lot with water quality. We also be talking a lot about green infrastructure. You know, how do we clean water and filter water through our surface water? And again, drinking water is very critical as well. So we're excited to have, you know, Holland BPW as one of our partners to also share. So far we have 330 people signed up, which is exciting. I think we'll get to 350, maybe 375. But the biggest thing is we have a real diverse of people that are coming to listen.
To talk about a lot of different things.
Oh, absolutely.
And if you want to go, you can absolutely still join. I'm going to talk about details in just a moment. I know we were chatting just a minute ago kind of about some of the things the county is doing right now, kind of in your neck of the woods with water, just to continue to kind of improve, you know, what people are drinking, consuming. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, you know, a lot of people are like, well, what does Joe Bush do? What does the Water Resources Commissioner do? It's actually the Drain Commissioner, same office, different title. They changed my title in 2013.
Okay.
So I've been elected. I'm one of the countywide elected officials. And one of the things I do in Ottawa, and I can speak for Ottawa because I try to protect our water and I try to protect the people, whether it's drinking, surface, recreational, you know, all the way out to Lake Michigan. You know, we care about our water. So a lot of people ask me, well, what does that do with surface water eventually gets in the ground? And now, right now, you know, there's a lot of some debate, but there's a lot of calls that come to me about the groundwater. You know, we have a groundwater board in Ottawa County that is made up of a lot of different people with a lot of different experts. You know, they have a lot of experts on that groundwater board, including myself, that gives input, you know, and try to educate people, because people are calling me and their wells are drying up. And so that's an issue. So we're looking at that, collecting data. You know, farmers use water. We need to make sure we got water for irrigation.
Lots of farmers in Ottawa County
we
got to take care of, absolutely.
We're very diverse, and we also, we don't want to have flooding either, you know. So,
another concern here in West Michigan.
You know, I have jurisdiction over 1,000 county drains, and we make sure that we prevent flooding. So we keep them clean. At the same time, we want to make sure when we keep them clean that whatever's going into it is clean as well, or try to do our best.
Right,
you know,
because ultimately we're drinking this or showering in it or what have you. Everybody's interacting with water.
You know, everybody realizes that like Grand Rapids or City of Wyoming, well, their water comes from Lake Michigan. It gets filtered. So whatever goes into Lake Michigan, sometimes, you know, it just comes right back into your faucets or your shower. So we want to make sure whatever we do, we do the best we can with what resources we have.
Right.
And one thing I'm really big on is partnerships. So when I wanted to have the Water Quality Forum during COVID, it kind of went away. And I'm like, I'm going to bring this back. This is one of the most important topics. And then in my profession, in my career, and I'm so passionate about it, I thought it would be good to bring it back. And last year we did. We had 215 people, and they said, go bigger.
And
I
you
said,
did.
Okay, and I did. So again, all due to sponsorships. This is not on taxpayers' money. Some people are like, well, how much is this costing?
We always like to talk about that.
That's right. It's not, you know, everything is funded through our sponsors.
Gotcha.
Which, like I said, we have over 22 different ones.
Okay, I want to pop this graphic up on the screen with the details. So again, this is this Friday, the 21st, 8 to 3. So you can go before work if you've got a lunch break, day off in the afternoon. It's all going to be at the Pinnacle Center in Hudsonville. Any other details you want folks to know? And it's free to get in.
Yep, it's free to get in. Our lunch is going to be pretty great. You know, we got a multiple meat choice, which is good. And then we have a continental breakfast. So if you want to come a little early.
Come for the food, but stay for the information.
Stay for the information. And then after hours, you know, there might be a little time to connect. Well, I know there will be for about an hour and a half to connect with people. So anybody who wanted to sign up, you can Google 2025 Ottawa County Water.
Yeah, it's easy. Comes up right on the county website.
Comes right up on the county website. It's easy to register. If you can't make it, fine, but it is free. And you don't have to be there all day. Come and enjoy, come and network, come and meet a lot of experts and water. And there's so many different uses. And we're gonna, when I look at the invite list, it's amazing how many different people from health departments, environmental consultants, elected officials. There's a lot of elected officials coming. And the reason I wanted to put this on again is just basically educate people what's going on in Ottawa County and how they can protect their water too when they leave.
Absolutely.
So.
Joe, we so appreciate you being here. Again, This is all happening on Friday. Information on the county website. We are going to take a quick break, but again, thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate you talking about all of this.